Alright, we're going to be building a Paradise. The Paradise starts with a 5-zone individually pocketed coil system made by Agro out of Germany. This is the best spring in the world. It's got about 800 coils in a queen. And as you can see here, we've got the sitting edge. It's a 3-inch wide, high density foam. This is a 70-pound foam. What that means is that's the ILD. That tells you how firm it is. Your average couch cushion is probably going to be around 30 to 40 ILD. So 70, very firm, and it's a 1.8 pound density, just like all the foams we use. So it's going to last a real long time. Now, the key to our process is we glue these rails to the coils, and once the foam or the glue dries, and this isn't dry yet, I just put it on about 15 minutes ago. It takes a couple hours to dry. Once it dries, these two things won't come apart. So you can put the Paradise on an adjustable base. You can bend it up and down, you can sit on the edge. It's not going to come apart, ever. Now, I'm putting our water-based glue on top of the first coil and around the edge of the foam. And I'm even going to lay some down here in the middle. That way, the next layer to go down, which is our first comfort layer, convoluted foam, that'll be attached down real well and along the edge, so when you're sitting on the edge, it provides a nice seal here. Alright, so this is our first comfort layer of foam. It goes right directly on top of the springs. It's a 1.5-inch convoluted foam, 1.8 pound density. Now the density of the foam will tell you how long it's going to last. Most companies are using a 1.0 to 1.2. We use a 1.8. And that's going to result in fewer body impressions than you get from your average mattress. Now, not only have I laid down some water-based adhesive here, I'm going to go ahead and put in our flare staples around the perimeter to firmly attach the foam to the rail. Okay, now we're making a pillow top. We gotta have an inner panel on there. That's what creates the pillow cavity. And on the Paradise, that's definitely a pillow top. Now, the Paradise is a mattress that hasn't changed in over 12 years. And we're proud of that because it's such a great selling bed. It's really our all-time #1 best-selling mattress. And this is the inner panel, which we're just finishing up here, putting a zipper in it. And what that zipper's for, well, it's a lot easier to do a comfort adjustment when we don't have to bring the mattress back in here. So this zipper will unzip all the way around, and it gives you access to the inside of the mattress. So if you want to make it firmer, softer, it's super easy. Just unzip it, put the materials in there, and really it would take you 10 minutes to perform that. So that's why we put the zipper in the Paradise. It's definitely an option on any other mattress we make, but it's a standard feature on the Paradise. So now we're all done with that, and we're going to go ahead and put the inner panel on our spring unit here. And what we're going to do is get it positioned on here, and it has this flange here, and this is what we're able to staple in to the foam rail. Right here. So it'll go all the way around. We're going to put a appropriate amount of staples around there, and that'll keep it from shifting. And a lot of mattresses are mass produced, so a lot of companies would just maybe do the corners, staple them in, and then they go ahead and finish sewing it up, which we'll do later, but they would just sew it up and hope that everything doesn't shift. But it doesn't take a lot of extra time to build a mattress right. But when we build our mattresses, they can handle really any kind of pressure, including on a power base where it's going to get bent up in all kinds of different positions. Okay, and we've got the bottom cover on here. This is the border that we've sewn to the non-skid fire retardant bottom cloth here. And we actually go ahead and glue this to the edge. this fabric here. And we do it a couple reasons. One, it adds stability. Secondly, it looks better over the years. You won't have this thing flopping down. Another one of the many benefits of getting a mattress from us, we go the extra mile. We take extra time building them. And now we're going to sew this seam up here with our tape edge machine. That here is going to be running. Put a nice clean stitch on there. Now this is under the inner panel, so it'll be under the pillow top. The next step after this will be to fill the pillow top cavity with all of our foams, and then we'll sew the quilt to this piece right here. So this seals the part below the pillow top. This is what we're getting. We're getting this nice clean edge right there. Okay, now that we got that sewn up, what we're going to do is fill out the pillow cavity, pillow top cavity. Go ahead and we'll fold that over, and just the first layer to go down is something that we devised many years ago to help prevent body impressions. And we call it sleep zone foam, and it's just a 1/2 inch thick piece of foam that we've glued down here. And as you can see, it's inset away from the edge, about 6 inches or so from the head and the foot. And the reason we do that is because when people sleep on a mattress, their body weight is mostly here. The hands and feet maybe will roam over here, but your main body weight is here. And so what happens is that's where the mattresses will start breaking down, is towards the middle. Basically the edge doesn't ever get used, so in here. So by putting this 1/2 inch piece of foam here, we're preventing body impressions. And that's something you won't get from a mass-produced bed. The next layer to go down is our 1st inch of latex, and in the Paradise we have 2 inches of latex. I'll tell you a little bit about latex foam. First off, a common question we get is, what if you're allergic to latex, gloves and balloons? And I can tell you that there's never been a case of anyone being allergic to latex foam. It's a different product than the gloves and balloons. They actually wash it 2 times when they're making latex. And latex, our latex is genuine latex made with real rubber. As opposed to what a lot of so-called latex on the market today has absolutely no rubber in it, and we consider that imitation latex basically. Genuine latex foam has been around for many years, decades. It was the original foam invented back in the early 1900s using rubber, and to this day it is the most durable foam really in the world. At Comfort King we've been using latex foam since the first one-sided beds came out. And that was back in 2000 approximately, is when the first one-sided beds came out. To this day we've never had a body impression in a piece of latex foam. That's why we continue to use genuine latex. So in the Paradise we're going to have 2 inches of latex foam, and then we'll have 1 inch of gel foam. So we'll finish attaching this one down. And so the last layer of comfort materials that goes in the pillow top is gel foam. Gel foam is the latest evolution of memory foam. It's got gel infused in it. They call it pasteurization. It's infused like that. What gel does, it cools the body down. Memory foam traditionally has kind of got a bad reputation for causing heat buildup, although we've never really had that issue in our beds. But Tempur-Pedic been known as a hot bed. So foam companies came out with this a couple years ago. It's called gel foam. We switched to it and people really love it. And again, it's slow recovery foam, as you can see. Comes back slow, and just a very comfortable foam, and that's what goes in the Paradise. We've got the 2 inches of latex here, and then 1 inch of gel. And this combination has done really well for us. 12 years we've been making this bed that way, and still one of our top-selling beds every single month. And what we're doing here is gluing it down very thoroughly, because you don't want to leave loose spots in the foam, especially on an adjustable bed, power-based situation, because what can happen is the foam can bubble up, and that's why we spend extra time gluing it down here. The nice thing about this can glue is you just use a little bit to keep the layers together so there's no shifting, but it's not necessarily a permanent glue, which means if we need to remove a layer sometime down the road, we can do that. So now that he's got that all glued down, we're going to put on the last layer, which is the quilted cover. Now, in some ways, the quilted cover, your quilt, your top layer, is the most important layer, because this is the layer in the mattress that gets compressed the most. As your body goes through it, you see on the side here, before you even impact the coils, I'm not even getting into the springs here, as you can see, the quilt is 100% compressed. So when you're laying on a mattress, you're mashing that quilt down. And that's why we use 1.8 pound density foam in our quilt. Now the top layer's got fiber fill in it, that's for breathability. But that yellow layer you see there, that's 1.8 pound density. And you won't find that really in any other mattress on the market. And that's important because that's where body impressions happen, is in the quilt. So when we say our mattresses use higher quality materials, that's exactly what we're talking about. It's the foam. The coils are very important in a mattress, but from brand to brand, coils durability doesn't really vary. Coils are extremely durable. What's breaking down in mattresses today and causing so many problems with body impression are these top layers here in other brands. What we're seeing, we talk to folks on a daily basis that have bought so-called name brand mattresses, and after 2 or 3 years they're already disappointed because they got body impressions. Body impressions, again, they occur from the top down. So if you don't know what's inside your mattress before you buy it, you're just buying based on ignorance, and that usually doesn't work out very well. So this is what's in the Paradise, and he's also going to adhere the quilt down a little bit so that doesn't shift. And also, again, a lot of our mattresses are getting put on power bases these days, and any mattress we make will work on a power base. One of the reasons is because we build them so well, you won't get any bubbling or shifting of materials when you go to elevate the head and the feet. So once he gets that glued down, then he's going to do the very final stage of the process here, and that's the tape edger, where we're going to sew these 2 layers together. It's going to go in here. It's called a binder. This stuff's called tape edge. And what we're going to be doing is feeding these 2 layers. We got to squeeze them in to this little mouth right here. And pretty tricky. It takes a while to build up the hand strength and skills to do it. That's what makes us different. Everybody that works here is able to run the tape edger. We don't have any salespeople that just wait in the showroom there for people to come in and go mattress shopping. All of our guys that work here that do sales work, like Pat here, we're also able to build the mattresses. That gives us truly a hands-on expertise when we're waiting on customers, explaining what's inside, what the process is. And we believe that gives us an advantage, and it gives our customers an advantage because they're dealing with a true expert, someone who knows what's inside, knows what breaks down, knows how to build them and how to take them down. Most stores you go shopping at, salespeople only know what they're taught by another salesman on how to build beds and how they're made. One of the many benefits of buying a Comfort King mattress. He's going to go all the way around this, and when he's done, he's got a really nice looking mattress that's not going to come apart on you. As you can see here, nice clean edge. When you get done, looks like that there. There's your Paradise. Come on in and get one. We got one waiting for you.